Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another Iron Republic FTB episode with Fourth Chick the Best. Our iridium supplies have decreased a bit, but they are increasing at the same time as we are mining more sheldonite in the nether, which is pretty cool. So last episode I showed you guys this sorting system right over here. And yeah, I've been working on it a bit more, adding some more power to it and stuff like that, so that it runs faster and can support more items and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. And I've set up, as you see, some quarries because we have much more stuff than we had last episode, and it's all getting processed, which is very nice. This is a chest for random crap at the moment. Might add filters at the end of this so that we can sort those items out too. Kind of like IC2 items and stuff like that will be sorted as well. I think that is pretty sweet. Got quite a bit of coal dust too. Can make quite a bit of diamonds with that. I've added some barrels. I don't remember which ones I didn't have and which ones I did, but I added marble, I think, and maybe I added silver or aluminum dust or whatever that is. I'm probably gonna add my scrap barrel as well as my matter fab down here and route my power to here because we are going to be producing scrap inside of here. So yeah, as you see, not much has changed within this room. The colorings are pretty much still all the same, but now I've overclocked the machines. Like the compressor is overclocked at 3. And this guy is overclocked at a whole ton of overclockers, 8, which is a massive amount. This almost instantly produces resin out of rubber wood. And yeah, I also want to make a rubber farm with computer craft, but apparently rubber trees don't get bone mealed by machines. So I'll have to do it using forestry. And now they're adding those multi-block farms, which will make it a bit harder. So yeah, I'll have to discover those multi-block farms in another episode. But yeah, today's probably going to be mainly a touring episode of I show you like what I've upgraded and stuff like that. And this part wasn't part of a storage room before. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is this? Well, we have a filter with cobblestone and a filter with sand. And this is so that if cobblestone or sand overflows, which it already has, because we have a full barrel of cobblestone. Cobblestone will now come over to this system, go in this macerator, and it will make it into sand. And as you see, it's overclocked at 12, which macerates it instantly, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, instant maceration. And then I try to set up a void pipe right over here with a filter, which voids all this stuff if we get too full on any of it. But I forgot to add sand. Let's grab a piece of sand from here. Could have caused a problem. But yeah, I tried to void it all, but it's for some reason spitting it all out, which is, I guess, okay. We don't need that much sand and that much cobble, and we already have a shit ton. Oh yeah, you might have also noticed that we have a bunch more low voltage trannies right here, and that is because we have twice as many medium voltage trannies, and that's because we have 2 full MFSUs. Oh yeah, all these guys are helping me power this immensely. Last night I added those because I added those macerators as well, and they were sucking a ton of power, so yeah, added those guys. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the upgrades to the storage room. Got a bunch of stuff, and with those emeralds right there, I am prepared, I think, for doing Mistcraft, which I hope to add pretty soon. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. Gotta relocate some stuff and things like that. Oh my god, why does Valve have so many solar panels? Well, yesterday I went insane. I decided to make a bunch of solars. I made about 2 stacks, I would say, yesterday. This is about 72 panels, so 70 advanced and 2 hybrids. And yeah, that is a lot of solar panels. Took quite a bit of time, but yesterday I just wanted to get my process system going because it was running out of power immensely. Now these guys are hybrid solar panels which store 100,000 EU and output 64 when it's not raining, of course. So yeah, those guys are pretty useful. 8 of those makes ultimate hybrid, which I think we have enough iridium to make right now. The only thing holding us back is UU matter. So yeah, this is my little solar array, which is not little anymore. Produces quite a bit of power. Let's go see on the EU reader, because I love to see how much power it actually outputs. Means I've done the low voltage trannies and medium voltage trannies correctly. As you see, it right now is outputting, that was a ridiculous number, but 562 EU per tick. And as you see, the yeah, I've turned the time to day because I started recording and didn't want any mobs, and because Great Waffles was on the server. Yeah, well, if we have a method for turning it today, like beds, I think it's fine to turn it today, even if you're not by beds. That's pretty much the rules of Forgecraft, and I think on FTB we're gonna remain with those rules. Like, if we have a method for turning it today, then of course go ahead, turn it today with the use of commands. If we have a method for turning off the rain, once we have the capsules, then sure, turn off the rain anytime with the commands. That's what I'm planning to do on here, at least. Not on vanilla, of course. On vanilla it's fully vanilla and we don't use any commands on that. As you see, we have quite a bit of sand coming in, and this stuff is going to be useful for making more panels. And of course I'm always looking to make more and more panels, primarily because of this matter fab, which eats a bunch of those. Oh yeah, making some more. The only thing holding us back would probably be the rubber, as I said before. And Arm joined the game. Hey yo. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's head over to the new thing that I made. Oh my god, this is where Rob got all his emeralds. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I found an extreme hills biome. I tried to record this a bit before, but I rage quit on turtle programming. Yeah, Arm says hello to you guys. And now I succeeded with the program finally. But yeah, this program is a turtle quarry program. Now this is not mine, this is BCD Industries. They are doing a regular quarry here. And this is very close to my house, which is why I decided to quarry here. And these guys came along too, I guess, because they want emeralds too. Arm blew up his implosion compressor. He had the industrial TNT placed, and then he right clicked on it. Or left clicked. Don't know which one triggers it. But anyways, yeah, as you see, we have a ton of holes already dug. And this is not your regular old excavate. This is something completely original and new. At least I haven't seen before. And I think it mines even faster than a quarry. But as you see, we have quite a bit of holes, and this is only today and yesterday, which is pretty sweet, considering 2 days, so many holes. Maybe the day before yesterday. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit. But if the world loads, we can take a look at one of these turtles, which disappeared on me recently actually, and I had to do some reprogramming and reconfiguring as well. These guys, by the way, have advanced souls attached to them, so they have power infinitely. Yay. Let's see, which one would be the easiest to stop, so we could take a look at the code. Probably this guy, right over here. So, yeah, as you see, what it does is it digs forward, waits for 0.5 ticks for gravel, or stuff like that to fall. Then it digs up and digs down, and goes forwards. So yeah, the turtle, the longest thing that it has to do is move. As you see, it's placing under chest, placing all the stuff when it is full. I wanted to do that because I want to pick it up and show you guys the program. But yeah, it basically puts the stuff into our sorting system, which is quite handy. Let's pick this guy up now, and let's set him up on a perch right over here, which is the level that we are digging at. Not forget that ender chest. And let me show you a bit of the code. The code is quite messy at the moment, and this was my third attempt, as you see by the 3. And yeah, this is a function that checks the inventory, pretty much basic. If the 16 slot is full, then place the chest and do all that stuff. Then it gets the height, and it divides that by 3 because the height is divided by 3 because of 3 blocks. It goes down every time it digs a layer. So yeah, it's not like excavate, which digs like this. It's much more advanced, digs boom, 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 like that, which makes it much faster. Anyways, and the right or left, the question it asks is whether it should go right like this or that way, and of course here it went right. So let's take a look at the rest of the program. It uses nested for loops, so there's 3 in total. 1 for the height, then 1 for the size, and 1 for the width. So yeah, 1 for loop determines the turtle going this way, 1 for loop determines the turtle going all these rows, and then 1 for loop makes the turtle go all the way down to bedrock, which is pretty sweet. And for the first, when it first starts out, I want it to go down 2 blocks, because it might start on a level which has blocks right there, and if it just goes down 2 blocks, then that allows it to dig up that level up there as well. That is why I have that if statement right there. And else it goes with the rest of the program, or this is what it does like when it comes to the very end of this one height. It goes down 3 blocks and it falls down. No, and it continues digging that way. Anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. The digging is pretty easy. It goes forward 1 block and digs first up then down so that it has time to recharge before moving into another block. Here I do some if statement at check if it's supposed to make a left turn or if it's supposed to make a right turn. And yeah, last time I spent too much explaining the program, so I don't think I want to do that this episode. I'm just going to scroll down through it so you guys can see and copy it if you wish. And also, if you guys tell me how to paste stuff on Pastebin, I could do that for you too. If it's easy, of course, because I'm lazy if it's not. So, yeah, that was the turtle program. It took quite a while to make, 100 lines, but I couldn't figure some stuff out. I had to bug proof it many times. And yeah, let's see this bad boy run. The only thing is that if the server crashes or something like that, or we break the turtle as we did in this situation, it has to start over on this layer, right over here. So it will have to needlessly go all these 4 blocks without actually mining anything. I might actually think of something to improve upon that, but at the moment I couldn't think of anything. So yeah, the size, it asks you for the height, the size, and derp. Well, it turns out that my recording button was Shift and R, and when I press Shift and R, it stopped recording. Sorry about that, guys, have to make a little cut there. But yeah, as I was saying, it goes, you have to tell it the height that you are at, which is 90 at the moment, you have to tell it the size you want, and whether you want it to go right or left, and then the program does it all itself. Forward, very fast. I think it's a pretty efficient program. As I said, probably digs faster than a quarry. Let's watch this guy dig. Maybe he can demonstrate its fastness. It's alright. The only thing is that when gravel falls, you know, it has to wait 0.46 seconds. Like right there, it had to wait 0.46 seconds before digging the next block. So sometimes it has to pause for a sec or two. Well, that's alright. It doesn't make it too non-efficient. In a night, it can dig all of these 30 by 30 holes, which is pretty nice, I think. All these guys were dug overnight and over a day too while I was in school. Yeah, I forgot to show you one more thing for today, but I think the turtle quarry was the main thing. As I was saying, if you guys want a copy of the program, tell me how to use Pastebin, or I can just upload it to some provider or something, and you guys can get it from there. Because I would like to distribute this program to everybody, because it's quite useful actually. It takes much less resources than a quarry, and much more useful. Now the last thing I want to show you guys is this pit of awfulness, so to say. Yeah, it's a torture pit. It contains a bunch of villages, as you see here, a bunch of different villages, and this is my way of preparing for Thumbcraft, or Miscraft, not Thumbcraft, oops. Let's see if any of these guys have good trades. Most of them have crap trades, like proven frames. Who needs those? I'm not doing bees. Meh. Oh, that trade's pretty good. 23 coal for an emerald. So yeah, I come to these guys to trade and get myself some emeralds, which is quite nice. There's quite a bit of them here, because I had this infinite villager breeder set up. Then I disabled it by removing the villager from up top there. But before that I removed all the glass, which I thought would disable it, but apparently it didn't. Removing the villager did though. So it is all good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little FTB episode. I'm sorry that I haven't had one of these in a while, as well as vanilla. I promised some vanilla content, but yeah, I got busy with a white cannon tourney, and then I've been busy on vanilla too. Yeah, that's a surprise that I don't want to talk about at the moment, because it might work or it might not, so it's all up in the air at the moment, but it's going to take some time. So next episode might be vanilla, might not be, I don't know. I don't really have a schedule yet. I do mainly what I have most fun with, and FTB is what I'm having the most fun with at the moment. As you see, we ran out of power. Dang it. That is because it's been raining for quite a while, and we are probably running low on power in our MFEs as well, which would mean the machines are running out of power, which would mean bad things. Oh, this guy's not running out of power yet, so hopefully it will start raining before we completely run these MFEs dry. MFSUs, sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys want a copy of a turtle program, because I worked on it quite a bit. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.